If you see the water, do this, get out fast. If you don't, you might get caught in a riptide. What are the warning signs and which direction should you swim if you want to survive? This is What If, and here's what would happen if you were caught in a riptide every year. Beach lifeguards rescue tens of thousands of people, 4 out of 5 times. It's from these rip currents, also called riptides, but you can avoid them. Keep track of suspiciously calm areas between the waves and watch for different colors in different spots. This could indicate that a riptide is churning up sand sediment and seaweed. But wait, what are they? Rip currents are strong, narrow channels of fast-moving water flowing directly away from the shore. If you get caught in one, you'll be pulled out into the lake or ocean further. And further from shore, they could form any time when waves crash into the shoreline or a sandbar. It could concentrate the current as the incoming water rushes back out to sea. It could create a powerful rip current. Your sunny day is about to turn into a living nightmare scenario that could kill you one moment. You're splashing about enjoying the water the next. You're knocked off your feet and the water is dragging you away from the shore. If you lose your balance, the current could pull you down along the bottom. This is rare, but if it happens, the best thing you could do is relax your body. That will help you come back to the surface. Typically, rip currents move at speeds of up to 0.6 meters per second, but some have traveled at 2.5 meters per second, and unfortunately, you're caught in a quick one. Within seconds, you're 12 meters away from the shore, and with each second, the current will pull you further away. Your first instinct would be to begin swimming back to shore, but that would waste your time and energy. Even an Olympic swimmer would struggle to swim against a current this fast. If you aren't a strong swimmer and you keep fighting the current, you'll feel exhausted and risk drowning, and it'll be hard to breathe. The rip current would be pulling you under the surface, and then, I'm sorry to say it, but it would be game over for you. But luckily, you're watching this video, so if you do get caught in this life-threatening situation, you'll know what to do. The best thing would be to relax. Don't fight against the powerful current, instead swim away from it on a 90-degree angle parallel to the shoreline. But that wouldn't get you any closer to safety, would it? Well, surprisingly, it would eventually. You'd swim to a place where the current weakens and stops pulling you outward. Generally, riptides are only about 25 meters in width, so if you don't struggle directly against the water's flow, you likely won't have to swim too much to escape the current. Now you're free from the powerful moving water, so you should be able to swim back to shore, or you could try to regain your strength by floating on your back. If you can do it, this would also be a good time to call or wait for help from a lifeguard. Once back on shore, you'd feel pretty happy that you've cheated death. But the danger wouldn't be over just yet. Within 48 hours, you could have a condition called pulmonary edema. Yeah, while you were struggling in the rip current, you could have inhaled some water. It could have reached your lungs and irritated their inner linings. Then fluids may begin building up, which could make it difficult to breathe. You might start coughing, feel sluggish, and have chest pain. Your body would be depriving itself of oxygen if you weren't able to get to a hospital soon. Your lack of oxygen could lead to permanent brain damage or worse, death. But now that you know the best method to escape a riptide, you'll be less likely to struggle against the rip current. You might even spot the riptide before you go in the water. You know, the best tip could be to avoid the most dangerous beaches. They include Mexico's Playa, Zipolite, known as the Beach of the Dead, and at Hawaii's Hanakapi Beach, over 83 people have drowned in the powerful rip currents. Also, don't go doing something crazy like trying to surf in a tsunami. And that's a story for another What If.